What is going on? It is your boy, Stephen D, and we have live breaking news to report to you, to come to you right now to talk about. Look, I'm not happy about this. We're about, 12 minutes away from the debut show, the second episode, not the debut show, the second episode of Health and super excited that this is coming. But, look, I had to get on for a little bit to kind of talk about what's going on, what's been reported. I'm not happy about this. So this was just about 10 or 15 minutes ago. I'm going to read the statement and I'm going to kind of talk about what's going to happen. So Xavien Howard has requested a trade from the Miami Dolphins. The statement is below. Quote, I've given my heart and soul to the Miami Dolphins franchise since they drafted me in 2016, and I want to make it clear that I love my teammates. They are my family. But what I've learned is the business side of the NFL proves organizations don't always have a player's best interest at heart. My experience with the Dolphins the past few seasons has taught me that in 2018, I signed an extension that I'll admit I didn't completely understand or feel comfortable with. I've played on that deal for 2 seasons and didn't complain, but everyone knows I significantly outperformed that deal. I've played I'm one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, and the tape backs that claim. The assignments I'm given, shadowing the opposition's best player with little help, proves my value, my worth. Yet, I'm the second highest paid cornerback on my own team, and it's not even close. I want to clear up a few misconceptions about my situation. My agent, David Cantor, and I have never once asked for a completely new contract. We wanted things to work out with the Dolphins and brought solutions to the table like guaranteeing more money that we felt were win-wins for both sides. These were proposals of adjustments that wouldn't just make me feel more respected, but were also cap friendly. But the Dolphins refused everything we proposed. That is why I don't feel the organization has dealt with me in good faith. I don't feel valued or respected by the Dolphins. Just like they can take a business first approach, so can I. That's why I want to make it clear that I am not happy and I have requested a trade. Until that trade happens, I am just here so I don't get fined and will handle myself like professionals do. Whoo! Wow. This is interesting, right? Like we can look at this from a standpoint of what do the Dolphins do here? The ball's in their court now. And is this what I wanted to see day one of training camp in the evening time? No. I was super excited from a standpoint of, man, this team hasn't done anything in the offseason to make it worth any sort of, we haven't had to worry about any players bullying anybody. We haven't had to worry about certain coaches, taking drugs. We haven't had to worry about anything. The only thing we've had close is practice. We're talking about practice, man. So day one, Xavien Howard showed up. I was excited. We all were excited. We had an opportunity to really do some damage here. Now, do I think that this hurts the Dolphins' chances of making a run this season? No, I do not. Is this situation what you see in championship caliber teams? No, it's not. And that's the sad part about this, right? Like, you don't see Tampa Bay dealing with this. You don't see Green Bay dealing with it. I mean, they are dealing with it with Aaron Rodgers, but it's not something that's commonly seen with these franchises. And Miami always consistently tries to find a way to, I don't want to say it, but screw themselves, I guess, right? And this is kind of where we're at this situation. Look what happened with Minkah Fitzpatrick. Look what's happened now with Xavien Howard. I don't know where to go at this point. Do you let him stay? He said what he said. It's out there now. And so now the hope is, okay, this guy's a ball player. The Dolphins organization, like, is this something that, do we even have the trade power here with any teams? I don't know. What do you get for somebody like this in this situation? Xavien Howard is top 2 at his position in the game, arguably. So now you have a guy who's publicly responded that he wants to be traded and feels disrespected. So if I'm a player, if I'm a team, I'm a GM of any other team, I don't have to give the world because I know that this guy has a player that he doesn't want. Or that the team that he doesn't want to play with this team. So it'll be very interesting to kind of see where this goes in the future. I had to get on and give a little breaking news because this is too big. This is the biggest off-story news. This is the biggest off-season news story or season news story that we're probably going to have this year. And that's sad that it happened on day one of training camp. And I don't know what to say other than it looks like, Xavien Howard is probably not going to be a Miami Dolphin day one. Because one thing that I know about Grier and Flo is if you're a locker room guy, you're going to stay. And if you're not a locker room guy, you're gone. If you're not here for this team, they will get rid of you. So there's no doubt in my mind that Xavien Howard's going to get traded. The question is where and for what? And the reality is he's worth 2 first-round draft picks. You're never going to get that for him. You're never going to get that for him. It's never going to happen. So it's not even about, I see you guys in here talking about bye-bye, say it ain't so. There's so many different things that you have to worry about here, and the Dolphins have to play this right because so far I don't know if they have. And here's the other thing. Can you really be mad at Xavien? You can be as a fan. I get that. As a fan, it sucks. But if I had any player that was disgruntled and was really pissed off, this is how I'd want them to do it. Hey, I did everything I could with you. What's up? Now, maybe there's 2 sides to every story, and I'm sure the Dolphins have their own side to it. But if we can get rid of him and make a couple of first-round draft picks for him, or hell, maybe even get a better starting center and a draft pick for him, I'm not upset. I am not upset. Do I wish that Xavien Howard was going to stay on this team? I do. I think he makes this defense that much better. And so it's not that I don't trust Flo, and it's not that I don't trust Grier. I trust them both. But somebody just told me 5 minutes ago, that would be Jamie Bahamas of 305sports.net and also our media director here at Miami Sports Music. Championship teams don't deal with this. You have never heard of a team winning a Super Bowl dealing with this foolishness. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't. So the question is, where is he going to end up? How much are you going to get for him? And how is it going to happen? I don't know. It'll be very, very interesting to see. I know that I'm probably not the only one live right now to talk about this, but Xavien Howard does request a trade, and he does it formally in the form of a statement, and it'll be very interesting to kind of see where this goes from here. How does Chris Grier react? How does Coach Flo react? How do the other players in the locker room react to this? So it'll be very, very interesting to see. Guys, on Miami Sports Music Podcast Network, coming up in a few minutes, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about 2 or 3 minutes from now, we are going to have Hellfins, a Spanish-speaking podcast, going live for the very first time. So talk about going live for the very first time and having the biggest off-season news story hit. Guys, you're going to have to be on your P's and Q's, Paris, Armand, and Chochos. You guys got a lot in store for you. It'll be very interesting. If you speak a little Espanol, stay right here, not on this stream, but stay here on Miami Sports Music Podcast Network on the YouTube page and go to the other stream here. As a matter of fact, let me pull it in, and I will give you, here it is, share, copy. And there we go. It's right there in the chat box. So that is the stream. If you guys want to go to it right now, you guys can leave here. Guys, tomorrow morning, we're going to talk about this and then some. I'm going to make some phone calls. I'm going to see who I can get on the air tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm talking about the #1 morning show, Clock Blockers. Make sure you check that out. Also, follow me on social media if you haven't already, at Stephen D. SKPL. All right, guys. Breaking news, Xavien Howard requests a trade formally, so it'll be very interesting to see where this goes. If you speak a little Espanol, stay here. live on Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Coming up now is Hell Fins, a Spanish-speaking podcast brought to you by Dolphins Nation Mexico. All right, guys, fins up.